How's it going, everyone? In this video, I want to quickly go over the weekend offer sale that is going on the PlayStation Store. They've just kicked it off. It's not a ton of deals, a couple of Ubisoft titles, a couple of sports titles as well, really one sports game, and you got some sports microtransactions that I'm sure you guys are super interested in. That is obviously sarcasm. And we are also going to go over some physical game deals that I thought were pretty good. Legend of Heroes 3 and 4 are discounted, that being Trails of Cold Steel 3 and 4, and a couple of other deals that I thought were worth mentioning. But first of all, the weekend offer sale is bringing with it some decent deals. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is 50% off for $29.99. This is the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 version, so you'll be able to play it on either. The PlayStation 5 version is quite nice at 60 frames per second. It plays really well. You guys know how I feel about the Assassin's Creed games these days. They're not really for me anymore, but I know a lot of people that really do enjoy them, and it seems like I am in the minority with my take on Assassin's Creed, not being a big fan. I find it to be a little bit too grindy these days. But AC Valhalla, like, objectively speaking, there's a ton of content to the game, and if you want a game with a lot of longevity in terms of hours that you can put into the game, AC Valhalla is definitely going to do that. And for 30 bucks, it is a decent pickup, especially if you did enjoy Origins and Odyssey. You'll feel right at home with this one. Valhalla Ultimate Edition is also on sale. That is $65.99, and you'll save an additional 5% if you are a Plus subscriber, taking it down to 60 bucks flat. Yes, that is pricey, but that also comes with a significant amount of additional content, so that is something to note. You get Season Pass, and you have the Ultimate Pack, 3 themed content packs, and the Legend of Beowulf, so it's quite a bit of additional stuff on top of the base game, which has a lot of content, so if you do want the entire experience, something to check out. I will also note that if you want a physical copy of the game, it is available over on Amazon for the exact same price of $29.88. Actually, it's 11 cents cheaper for whatever. If that means something to you, then yeah, get it on Amazon, and it's 11 cents cheaper, and free shipping on that as well, so you can check that out if you do want a physical copy of the game. Moving on from that, MLB The Show 21 is 50% off for $29.99. I believe the World Series is going on right now. I am not a big baseball guy, but hey, MLB The Show has been one of the mainstays as far as baseball titles, and it was a PlayStation exclusive for a long time now. They are bringing it to Xbox as well, which is nice to see. Maybe they should bring it to PC. I don't think it's on PC, but $29.99 for that if you are looking for a baseball title that's as good as it's going to get. They do have MLB The Show 21 Jackie Robinson Edition, 35% off for $55, and the Digital Deluxe Edition for $70. I don't know how many people are going to be eager to pick that up, but hey, thought I would mention it. Immortals Fenyx Rising is 60% off for $24. This got cheap very, very fast. It came out December of last year, so it's been a while, but like it hit the sub $30 price range pretty quickly. It just hasn't fallen far below that from a digital standpoint. I'm sure it'll get to like $15 at some point, but right now $24 is still a decent pickup. It seems like this game didn't sell too well. I believe it was actually done by the same people that did Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so that is something to note. It's a very, very colorful game, and the gameplay is quite good, and if you want something that is relatively accessible and has some solid content to it, Immortals Fenyx Rising isn't a bad game. It's just like $60 for it was like a hard sell to a lot of people, especially it was December of last year. It followed up a bunch of other major releases, consoles that just come out, and people were kind of strapped for cash. I would say a lot of people were, so Immortals Fenyx Rising was one of those games that did go to the wayside, but if you haven't checked it out, $24 I think is a pretty good pickup. The Gold Edition is also on sale, 60% off for $40 if you do want to check that out. Now, they also have some bundles for the Ubisoft titles. There's an Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Immortals Fenyx Rising bundle. That is $49.94, so you essentially save, I believe, $4. Yeah, because $29.99, $24. Yeah, you save about $4.50 there. I mean, if you want to get both games, not a bad way to get both of them. They also have an Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Watch Dogs Legion bundle. That is $44. Essentially, you're paying $30 for AC Valhalla, so Watch Dogs Legion you would be getting for $14. I've heard people absolutely dreading Watch Dogs Legion, like not being a big fan of it. I didn't put enough time into it just because, again, it came out in that time period where there was a lot of stuff coming out, consoles were coming out, and Watch Dogs Legion was another game that hit the bargain bin really, really quickly. And if you think essentially getting the game for $14 is crazy, at one point it was available on GameFly, obviously a pre-owned copy, but it was literally $6. So yeah, that game just plummeted in price point, $6, and you were literally able to buy copies at GameFly and then flip it at GameStop with trade-in value, and ended up plussing like $10 if you did want to do that. I mean, Probably more trouble than it's worth, but something I thought I would note. And lastly, there is an Assassin's Creed bundle. You get AC Origins, AC Odyssey, and AC Valhalla. All of that for $56. If you are a Plus subscriber, you save an additional 2%. Whoa, dude, 2%. But that's actually a couple dollars, given MSRP is $160 for this. It'll take it down to $52.79 if I'm doing math right on the top. That is, I believe, $17.60. I literally did that off the top of my head. If it's not right, I'm sorry, but $17.60 a pop for each of these games. That's not bad at all. AC Odyssey for $17.60, yeah, that's probably what you would pay. AC Origins, that's probably a little bit high, but you're saving a lot on AC Valhalla. So if you want to get all three, I don't know, that's an okay way to do so. I probably wouldn't jump into getting a bundle like that right out the gate unless you, like, played the game at a friend's house, because, again, you might be on my side where you're not a big fan of the new style of Assassin's Creed title, so that is something to consider, but value-wise, I mean, dollar per hour of gameplay, that is pretty nuts. Okay, moving on from that, Amazon deals. Like I mentioned, AC Valhalla is available for $30 if you want it physically. Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4, it looks like it got an MSRP drop. It is $40, so that's a pretty good deal for this, given that these games don't go on sale all too often. I mean, even the original first and second game, they rarely go on sale on the PlayStation Store, and now they've been juiced up in price for the physical copies of those games. This is the Frontline Edition, which has a, I believe, an art book, and then you have a soundtrack CD in it as well, and of course the game is included on top of that. $40 is pretty good given all the content you're getting. I should also circle the GameStop. They have a pre-owned copy of Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 3 for $16, so if you do want a pre-owned copy of that, $16 for that, not a bad pickup. The Cold Steel 3 and 4, you know, the story gets a little wild with these games, but it's Legend of Heroes. Story's gonna get pretty wild. I mean, by the end of Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 1, the story gets pretty nuts. So, obviously, play Cold Steel 1 and 2, and then you should jump into these games. Play the Trails of Cold Steel games sequentially. If you talk to the hardcore Legend of Heroes fan, they'll tell you that you shouldn't even play Trails of Cold Steel before you play the other games. You know, those other games, they are coming to, I believe, PlayStation 4, but it's gonna take a while, and if you just want to play Trails of Cold Steel, I mean, I'm not, like, that crazy about it, so, like, I just say, you know, jump into Trails of Cold Steel, and I've recommended it to people, and it seems like most people have enjoyed Trails of Cold Steel just jumping in without prior knowledge of the other games. But those games are going to give you more context into the world. It's just those games are not easily accessible at this stage of the game. If you have a PC, you can, like, emulate it and get, like, a translation patch, and, yeah. And they are ultimately going to be coming stateside, but it's not going to be for a while. I think one of them is 2022, and then another is, like, 23, so you're talking a long, long time. Okay, Injustice 2 Legendary Edition, $15. Yes, the base Injustice 2 game is $4 over on the PlayStation Store right now, but the Legendary Edition gives you a ton of additional content, so if you want everything, you know, if you want that additional content, you're paying over $10 more, but you're getting a lot of stuff, so I would say that this is still very much worth it. Typically goes for $29.99, so this is a 50% off discount. JRPG fans also, Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age, $19.99. If you already own DQ11, I wouldn't pick this up. It's not like a complete, it's not like Persona 5 Royale, let's just say that, where I think if you play Persona 5, it's still worthwhile to pick up Royale. I don't think that's the case with DQ11, but if you've never picked up DQ11, yeah, pick up the Definitive Edition. $19.99 for it is quite good. A very traditional JRPG, but one that is very good. Good cast of characters, good story, traditional gameplay, good music. Not bad at all. And lastly, I do want to note Dark Souls Remastered is available at GameStop for $13.99. This is a pre-owned copy of the game. Another game that rarely goes on sale, retains its price quite a bit, but it's Dark Souls 1. Not a lot of people were not fond of this remaster, but if you do want to check it out, $14 is a pretty good price for that. So that's going to do it for me. Again, links to everything will be in the description box below as always. We're going to be covering the other sales, the November sale, and potentially the games under $15 sale with videos over the weekend. Just got to take some time and really assess what the best deals are. So yeah, give me a little bit on that, and we'll get to that as soon as possible. But that's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.